Yo guys, what's good? Welcome back. We've got some more Wonderkids today, and today we're looking at those left-hand side, those left wingers in the Wonderkids section. Of course, 10 years in the future, top 5 Wonderkids. Let's dive in. We're starting off with Julian De Randville as our first one. He's now at Napoli in this save, of course. He started at Borussia Dortmund. In your saves, 10 years in the past, of course, according to this database, and he has really developed into some hell of a player. He can play left wing, he can play right wing, but I'm thinking more on that left-hand side. He's right-footed player, cuts inside, and you can see why looking at his attributes straight away. Physically, he's got 17 acceleration, agility of 19 as well, pace of 16. Looks really darn good. And the whole of the fact of our player traits, likes to try his tricks, likes to take on opponents repeatedly and runs with the ball often. Ideal for this sort of player cutting inside from this left-hand side. We're going then into his mental straight away. A flair of 18, determination of 15. A couple of 13s in there as well, so nothing amazing mentally, but there's enough there to be a top quality player and take you to Champions League finals. I think so personally anyway, but let me know in the comment section if you think otherwise. So technically, crossing of 15, dribbling of 17, first touch of 15, long shots of 13 isn't too bad as well. And a technique in there of 14. That's our first one. So into our next one, not someone I've heard of before, but I want to try and get some different ones in there, not the typical ones. I looked at Yeremy Pina, I looked at likes of Endrick and the striker ones. I thought, we know these sort of players already, so I want to get some different names in there. This time we have Erik van Nieuwkerk coming in now. He's Ajax wing, he can play left wing, he can play left wing. I do feel like as a left winger though. He's now that left-footed player though, so you're probably looking at as an actual out-and-out winger on that left-hand side. And this is why. Physically, acceleration of 15, agility of 20 as well, pace of 16. He is a fast boy. Stamina there at 16 as well, so not bad at all really. Getting up and down that wing all day long for you. Mentally, got 14s in composure, anticipation straight in there, with a bit of flair in there off the ball, all at 14 as well, and then 19 in determination. He's determined to get up and down that line all day long. But technically is where this guy really does stand out. Dribbling of 16, crossing of 17. As a winger, he's going to whip those balls in the box all day long. Technique of 16 up there as well. A couple of 12s in there, the first stretch of 16 as well. Not a bad option to get in early doors from Ajax. Number 3 on today's list is Julio Cesar, of course, at Brighton in real life right now. He spent the majority, actually all of this save at Brighton, hasn't gone on loan or anything. He has been here the entire time. And where his numbers aren't massive, 11, 9, not massive numbers in goals, in terms of what he actually provides in terms of an actual player, looking at attribute-wise, he looks insane. I'm quite surprised he hasn't moved on already. I mean, he's wanted in-game right now, but Paris Saint-Germain, of course he is. Of course he went by PSG. And for Paraguay, he's absolutely dominated as well. But he looks like an absolute steal of a player still at 29 years of age. And you can see why physically, like acceleration of 16, agility of 19, 15's in natural fitness and his balance as well, pace and stamina. So he looks really good physically, mentally as well. A couple of 14s, 13s in there, spread out there with bravery, composure, anticipation, a flair of 15 as well, 14 off the ball, vision of 14 and work rate of 17. I love high work rate in players. So straight away, he ticks the box for me. He's right-footed as well, so we're cutting inside as that inverted winger, inside forward type player. And with finishing of 16 and dribbling of 16, he can do just that. But he can do the crossing work as well. Play him on the right-hand side, crossing balls, 15 crossing, not bad. First touch 14, long shots of 16 as well. So getting a cheeky long shot off. This is your guy, technique of 16, and even passing and penalty taking both at 14. So again, we like to find the obscure players and what ones you've probably not heard of before in real life. I felt this could be one of them. He's actually at Burnley in real life. He moved there for 14.5 million from Troyes this last summer, and not someone I've really heard of so far for them. So I don't think he's been playing in first team football just yet. It is Wilson Olbert. He looks really good though now. At age 28 in game, 10 years down the line, of course, 18 when the game starts for you, and 10 years down the line, he looks an absolute maestro for that right-hand side. Left-hand side, either side really can do really well. For me, I'm thinking more left-hand side, cutting in that inverted winger, inside forward type player. Acceleration of 15, agility of 17, a balance of 15, some 14s in there, 15 natural fitness as well, stamina and pace. And player traits as well. He's got quite a lot of player traits. Gets forward whenever possible. Tries to play his way out of trouble. Tries tricks. Likes to beat the opponent repeatedly. There's quite a lot there to offer. So something I really like. There's a lot of player traits in your players. The ones that can really get involved and be really tricky. And to be fair, with flair of 14, determination of 15, composure of 18 as well, alongside some vision of 14 as well. Some really good mental attributes there for the 28-year-old. But technically, this guy quite possibly excels out of most. Technique of 17 with 15 in first touch and dribbling. A finishing of 16 as well. So again, this guy loves to finish. And the last one's for you Tottenham Hotspur fans. Not someone I realised was actually in the game. One of their youth players right now who's actually in the game has gone all the way, and he's definitely developed into such a good player. Probably can develop a lot more if he had first team football. I mean, if we go into Tottenham Hotspur, you can see here He hasn't played. He started playing in the last 3 to 4 seasons here, getting 21 appearances, 34, 35 appearances. But in that most recent season, 35 appearances, 14 goals, 8 assists, 8 Player of the Match awards, an average rating of 7.69. And he's sat in the Spurs youth team right now. This is Mikey Moore, and he looks like he develops really, really well. Of course, get him in your first team early on, get him loaned out of your Spurs this year, or sign him at a lower level on loan a few times. This could be your guy. Physically, he's got acceleration of 15, agility of 17, 16 in balance, 15 in pace. And again, it's one of those, you can play him as an out-and-out winger on the right-hand side or on that left-hand side, cutting inside. But for me, again, I think very much more the inverted inside forward type role player. He's got an anticipation there of 16, composure of 17, with determination of 15, flair of 17, off the ball of 17, and a vision of 17 as well. He can find anyone. Technically, you can see there dribbling of 17, 14 in finishing and passing, 17 in first touch, and again a 17 in technique. So that's been my top 5 left wing Wonderkids. You can play them as wingers or inside forward inverted wingers. How you want to play them on that left hand side in Football Manager 2024. Of course, this is 10 years down the line, and these kids have redeveloped in this save. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you're liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you again for the next one.